Just a shot. P238 that I bought my wife. They also make a P938, which is a 9mm. It's just a little bit larger, and it's a pocket gun too. Carry that Walter PPK. Uh,
1996.
I'd like to have the 9. But I want that
Throwing something.
320. I've got to call.
First of all, tell me what year you retired.
I retired in 2012
Okay, after how many years of service?
after 30, more than 30, almost 31.
Wow. And in that time, what were some of the jobs you did? I know you probably worked the road, and then from there, where did you go?
I did. I started out in highway patrol in Alexander City. I stayed there for 5 years, and then I came to highway patrol in Montgomery. And after that, I made corporal and went back to Alex City as a corporal. And then I came back to Montgomery as a sergeant in driver license. And from driver license, I went to aviation. So during my stay on working the road in Montgomery, I got a private pilot's license. And then while I was in driver license, I got an instrument rating.
Okay. So you just wanted to do a little bit of it all, didn't you?
Yes,
Prompted
yes.
you to consider applying to become a trooper?
I had a sister that worked the radio in Dothan. She's retired now, as a matter of fact. But she suggested when I got out of the Army that I apply to become a trooper. And I thought about it. I was in college at the time, and I put in my application.
Tell me about is it the pistol team?
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about that. I don't know that everybody is aware that we had a pistol team.
We did have a pistol team until about 1995 was when they disbanded. But I was a member of the pistol team. I got on in 1988
Okay.
after my third try. I kept trying out until I finally made it and learned to shoot better. And we won a lot of stuff. We had one of the best pistol teams in the nation.
That's great. How many members usually?
We had 8.
Okay, 8.
8 members. Originally there were 6 members and 2 alternates, and then it just became an 8-member team.
Okay. And I understand that you won some state championships, but also some national.
I won some national stuff. I never won a national championship.
Okay.
But I did win. As a matter of fact, Harry won a national championship in his class. He was a master class at the time, and he won the national championship in the master class.
That's great. You were telling me that at home you have a den that has some of your awards or trophies, or
Yes.
would you receive a firearm?
I won some guns.
Okay.
It depends on what match you were shooting. A lot of times it was just trophies or plaques, and then some of the matches they did give away guns.
Okay. So you have a nice den full of mementos then.
Yes.
Well, since you retired, I understand you're now the firearms instructor. Would that be for retirees qualification? What is the terminology?
I qualify our department retirees as well as some other retirees,
Okay.
but I still go back and work with the active troopers, or when there's a class going on
Okay.
of active or basic police classes.
Okay.
And then I work with some people that need help. You know, we've got some people around the agency that need help and have needed help and need help over the years, so I help them out. The ones that are weak shooters help them become better shooters.
That's great. I guess that keeps you busy.
It does. It does.
And I guess it's nice for you to also kind of stay connected, stay active with the agency.
It does, and it gives me a chance to see the retirees, because I qualify the retirees pretty much around the state. So it gives me a chance to see the old friends and give them a chance to get together.
That's great.
You know.
You were saying that they have to qualify each year. Is
Yes.
that right?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that Safety Act you were telling me about.
The Law Enforcement Officer Safety Act allows active and retired law enforcement officers to carry their guns nationwide, but they have to qualify once a year. So what they do is they come here, I give them a card that says that they qualified today and that their qualification expires 1 year from today.
I see.
So they can carry their firearms for that 1 year period, and then when their card expires or before the card expires, then we go out and shoot again and they get another card.
Okay. Do they typically come to you here in the Montgomery area, or do you go to them and say, you know, for the next week, I'll be in the Huntsville area, and you can come to this firing range?
Usually what I do is get the instructors in that local area to set up a time when they're qualifying the active people. So usually what we do is kind of piggyback off of the active troopers that are qualified. So we set up a day during the period that they're qualifying for the retirees to come out. And it's usually 1 or 2, they've got a choice of 1 or 2 days. And then I go up and make sure that they're qualified, the ones that want to get qualified. And we always send out an email or some information. Now we can use the blue light and let them know what day that we're going to be in their area. And then if there's somebody that is not able to make it at that time, then usually the local guys take care of them. So.
Well, is there anything that you would like to talk about as far as retirement goes, or anything you might miss about being an active trooper?
Well, most of the things that I miss, I still get to do. I still get to fly some occasionally, and I still get to come out and shoot, and I still get to meet and talk with the guys that are active and retired. So, you know, it gives me a chance to continue doing the things that I like to do, that I enjoy doing.
One last question. What is your greatest accomplishment as a trooper, active or retired? One thing that you're the proudest of?
I guess my shooting career and aviation career, I've done, you know, some things that I take some pride in. But I guess my entire career. But one of the things that stands out the most was when I was in aviation, going on a search for some missing children and locating them.
I remember seeing that picture. I think they were hugging you or something.
Yes,
after
yes,
you-
I was
you
able to
found
carry them back to
home.
their parents. Yes.
Yeah, that's a great thing to have in mind. Well, thank you for your time, and I think that's it. Unless